party people and magic makers? Destiny here on this magical Monday. How are you doing? Seriously, comment below. I'm super curious. As always, every week I come to you with some mindset tips, some pondering, some things to get your mind moving, thinking, getting you to check in with yourself. So if you find that, you like this video or someone you know could use it, go ahead and share it. And as always, please comment below because I love to hear from you guys. All right, so this week, here's what I wanted to just cast the net upon. Thursday night, Friday, I had this major pain in my back. It hurt so bad. It felt like somebody was sticking in a hot ice pick and just playing around in there. And I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. So went to the chiropractor, figured, I was out, something was pinching, whatever it was. And he's like, yeah, you've got this nerve cluster that's super inflamed, and it's yes, we need to adjust you. And your muscles are all super tight right in that area. And I had asked myself, I was like, well, what the heck did I do? I hadn't sit funny, I hadn't slept funny. How did this happen? And the chiropractor's like, it could be anything. There's so many different things that could cause it. And I was just like, well, what the heck? I was kind of irritated about it. And I thought to myself, well, why is this happening? And then, as is the magic, when you ask expansive questions, the answer comes. And my husband and I were talking about it, and this is the pain that he has been going through for years. And I have to admit, I would make fun of him for it because I'm like, oh, come on, dude, really again? Why? How come? And all of those things. And sometimes when he would get up, I would make fun of him for that too, because it was just this. It wasn't a normal just quick get up and stand. It was a roll and whatever to get up off the couch and stuff. And I was like, man, you're moving like an old man. And then it hit me. Yeah, it was my turn to experience that, right? And it got me to as always, right, dive into a deeper level where I was just like, okay, well, if this is what I was supposed to see and recognize and experience, why? And I think a big part of it is that it was able to, and I was open to also explore the compassion that comes with it, right? How are we supposed to understand what somebody else is going through if we don't have an experience of it for ourselves? And I think that's what's happening is that people are just all about well, this is my experience, and that's great, and that's true. And there are many other experiences out there that you haven't had. And so people just get very in their box and closed up about only their experience and not recognizing that there are others out there. And once we can start recognizing that there are others out there, and we don't have to be directly in their shoes, but I mean, we can totally put our toe in the water, kind of a thing, and come to a place of compassion and empathy, right? And look at things from that perspective. I really wonder what could be created from that, right? Because what we're really good at as humans and as Americans is this or that thinking. So it's got to be my way or the highway, right? We've all heard that one. Right, wrong, good, bad, right? We're good at separating and very much to the extremes of the separation, where we're not seeing the other person's perspective, nor are we even interested in it. And that's the part that I'm hang on. If we all had and could relate to and had an experience of what the other person was going through, would we be so extreme in our separation? Because look at the space here, and that's not even the space being created. It's much bigger. This is the size of my screen. So that's what we're working with here, people. Look at that space. If this is your opportunity, and if this is the thing that happened to you, and this is the thing that happened to them, look at all of the other options and opportunities in between that. That's quite a bit. And so what is it going to take for us to do that and to get there without necessarily having to put ourselves in their shoes? And that's empathy. And that's checking in. And the thing that I notice is people are procrastinating on having that. And they're putting it off because it doesn't feel good and it makes them feel vulnerable. And it's just like, come on, guys, we can totally do this, right? And it's interesting that I have this procrastination talk and how this procrastination is like filling into all different areas. There are literally people that are procrastinating, like understanding someone else. They're putting it off because they feel uncomfortable, that somehow if they do it, it'll mean something completely different for them. And it's outside of their comfort zone. So they're pushing it away. And that's bullshit. That's your bullshit story talking right there. Like big time. Right? I mean, huge. And we're not asking for you to like do this on every single like topic, but what if you could do it on just one? What if you could just come together and just one, understanding one thing about one person and why they do it. And all you have to do is ask them, hey, tell me about what you're doing right there. Tell me more. And actually listen. That's it. With one person on one topic. Oh my goodness, that would shift the world. So what's holding you back? What's stopping you from doing it? Think about that and like really dive in. Why are you not doing it? Why are you just mindlessly posting another meme and another meme and another meme without even like looking at the meme itself and exploring it? What is that going to need to take for you to just step through and be uncomfortable for just a little while? It's just a couple of minutes. And explore that with somebody else without having to go through all of the pain that I've been through in like the past weekend, right? Like it doesn't need to take 4 days of pain for you to find some compassion and some understanding, right? Like my hard head, that's what it took in this particular instance, right? It doesn't need to take that though. It's just a couple of minutes and you just sitting there and listening and truly coming from a place of curiosity and asking why, right? And not in like a, why do you do that way? But just in like, I'm really curious. Why is it that that's the way you do it? And just listen and explore and come to a place of like, oh, that's why. And see what that can do and how that can shift. One person, one topic. Outside of your comfort zone for just a little teeny tiny bit. Quit procrastinating on it and go do it now. All right? Till next time. Peace.